so you just signed up and you're looking to white label and you're looking to resell to your customers. Now, how do you get started? Well, this video is going to show you exactly that, how to hit the ground running with your new white label. Now, one of the first things that people want to do is just go in and change all the branding, right? That's what a white label is. So I'm going to click on settings on the bottom left, and then we're going to go to the SaaS Configurator. Now, the SaaS Configurator is where you can customize the company name, support email, and branding and website and phone number. Now, keep in mind, this information is used throughout the system, right? The emails that get triggered, the forgot password email, the welcome email, the invite email, everything that gets triggered uses this information. And so you're going to update this and it's going to update everything in the system for you automatically. And you can also put in your company logo. You can even put in a logo for the dark mode so it looks good. And then down at the bottom, this is where you can put in like a widget for support. So obviously you can create these AI agents, and inside the AI agents, you can get a website widget. You can put that widget snippet right in here. So you can have your own widget for support, just like us down here at the bottom. That's the first page. This page, super simple to get set up. Second one is custom domain. All right, so you can connect your own domain here. You're just going to click add a domain, and I'm going to type in, like, typically we use a subdomain, right? So I'm going to do app.myfirstwhitelabel.com. And so why do we do a subdomain? Well, most businesses will have like their business at the root domain, right? www.domain.com. And then you'll have the backend app, right? And a subdomain like app dot or login dot, yourdomain.com. And so we don't want to take over the homepage of your website. We just want to, you just want to white label this on a subdomain. And so when you're adding a domain, you get to enable the domain for email too. Now, this is important because, you want the system to be able to send your forgot password emails and login emails and all that. So you're going to want to leave that checked. The next thing that's optional is you can receive inbound email. So if you check this, it just gives you an extra DNS record to add. It allows you to receive the inbound email directly inside the unified inbox. So you're going to go ahead and click that, add the domain, and then you're going to get the DNS settings right here. You're going to copy and paste into your DNS provider. Now, it's pretty easy. If you need help getting this set up, just reach out to us and we're happy to get that plugged in for you. I'm going to close this out. Next, we're going to go to one of my favorite parts, and this is the SaaS Plans page. Now, you can create a plan in here. Just click the Create Plan button. You give it a name, and then you're going to go ahead and set the price. Now, you can set the price in here. You can do it like monthly, you can do quarterly, you can do annual, and you can even set up setup fees or even a trial period. But this is where you create your pricing options, and you can create multiple pricing options. So you don't have to duplicate the plan 5 times. You might have, promotion, you might have quarterly, you might have annual, right? You can create multiple options for one plan. But my favorite part of this one is actually the customization options that you get per service. So everything in here, there's tons of stuff, but you got like pricing for the AI models, the LLMs. You got pricing for the AI agents. If you wanted to charge, per widget install, you could, right? And so every service name in here has a status. And let me show you what those statuses are. So if it's on unlimited, that means customers never getting billed ever for using the service. They get, in this case, unlimited AI widgets. And it's also important to check the unit here. So this is per session on the AI widget. It's actually not the number of widgets, it's how many sessions people interact with that widget. So if it's not unlimited, I could say, well, let's turn it on and let's bill people for the usage. Right? And so it'll default to let's say $0.01. Say, okay, so every session, like a conversation, every session that they have with the AI website widget, they're going to be charged 1 cent. That's great, right? Now, what happens if, you don't want to charge them any specific amount for the usage? You just want it baked into the plan. Well, this is why we have this on deny overage option. Here, you might say, you know what? You get 1,000 AI widget sessions a month. And if you try to do 1,001, right, you can't. You got to upgrade to the next plan. So you don't have the option to pay for the usage. And then you just have off, right? So they can't use this particular service. So every service in here has these 4 statuses to allow you, what do you want to do? Can they pay per usage, they get it unlimited, or can they not use it over a certain amount and they have to upgrade their plan? And so again, you have detailed on just about everything in here. Now, if you want to keep it easy, you can reset it. This will go back to, our settings here. Makes it easy. Let's see. You can always just now, if you want to go back to if you want to go back to the original settings, you can just click reset. That'll go back to the settings from before. And if you also want to make it even easier, you can just say, you know what, I'm just going to do a 2x markup, everything you guys charge. So just click the 2x, it'll just automatically change everything. But lots of detail in here because there's lots of services. Last thing I'm going to show you on this tab is the one-time free credit. Now, without this, it can be, the user experience is not the best if you don't provide a free credit in here. So think about this. Someone just signed up for your SaaS package, right? They just paid your monthly price. They get in, they try to talk to the AI and they can't. It says like, please add funds. You're like, wait a minute, I just bought this, right? So you can add a one-time free credit to the account to create a better user experience for your customers. Next, we have the sign-up form. Now, the sign-up form is available to you once you connect your Stripe integration. Once you connect your Stripe integration, we give you this hosted form. You got to do the custom domain first, right? So you do Stripe, you do the custom domain, and then you get a form. Now, this form is going to show all of your active SaaS plans. So you see the plan I have here is drafts. I can't publish this plan until I connect my Stripe because the plan's actually published to Stripe. And so that's very important. But once it's published to my Stripe, I then get this link. I can just send it out to a customer and I say, hey, customer, just click the yearly link, sign up for the plan, and you're good to go. Automatically creates their accounts inside the system and just works. Next, you have custom emails. If you want to, they're here, right? But you do have the ability to customize just about every email in here for the system. And you can also just turn it off. There's certain emails in here, which there can be a lot of, right? The new lead notifications, after call summaries, stuff like that. If you do want to turn those off, you can, because that can result in a lot of emails. But this is where you can go to edit those. And if you want, you can even launch let's see, email verification. You can click on edit. It's going to open the drag and drop website builder where you can customize all this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and exit that. And the last tab is themes, right? This is where you can customize the look and feel of the app for your business. And do remember, we got the light and dark mode here, so you can set those defaults for your theme. And if you want, you can even do custom. Custom allows you to pick, colors for lots of different things in here. So really match your brand look and feel with complete customization. So this is it. I mean, it's really something you get set up pretty quick. You're going to go in, you're going to set your brand, you're going to connect your domain, you're going to connect your Stripe, you're going to publish your SaaS plan, and then you're going to get that sign up link to sign up your customers. It's that easy. Now, there's some times where you're creating accounts for customers and it's not them booking themselves online. You also have the ability to do it manually so you can create your own sub accounts. Let me show you how to do that. On the left side menu, you can see it says sub accounts. So I'm going to click on that. And this is where I can see my list of sub accounts. And so I'm going to click on create a sub account. And so I'm going to type in Joe. I'm type in joe@me.com. And then on the next page, I'm going to select what package I want to give this person. Now, if I'm doing it from here, after I've connected my Stripe account, I can click on add a new payment method and I can enter the details here. Right? But if I was creating this for a client without the payment method, I can come in and do that as well. Maybe you've charged them already and you just need to create the account. So you can click on create sub account. That's how you create a sub account. As soon as you do that, I'll do this right here. You're going to see their details right here listed. Now you can, search for people on this page if you want to find them, but you also got these options over here. There's a button to log in as this user. That's super important. So when you're doing client work, you need to dive in there, build those AI agents. You can do that. You're going to click this login button. And when you log in as the user, you're going to get this yellow orangish bar at the top, it's going to tell you you're logged in as this sub account. And if you want to switch back to your account, just click on that and you got a switcher. You can go back and forth. You also got the ability to generate a login link. So customer says we just want them to get in, right? So they can go in, maybe reset their password or something. Just generate the link, mail it to them. They're good to go. You got the ability to edit them, and you even got the ability to deactivate or delete. All right. And so sub accounts are still contacts in your system. So you can, edit their information here if you want. But when you're looking at the contacts, just know, like I'll show you an example here. Look, we got this guy, Joe, right? I just created his account. But look at this guy. He has a little icon next to his name. That tells you that he is a sub account. All right. So it's also in here. Now, if I pull up the contact from here, I can see, the information about this customer by clicking on the billing tab. This is going to show me their sub account details. Sub account, also called a tenant, right? So you have their tenant account, you got their package, you got their status, you got those same buttons over here, login, etc. And then you can also see what purchases they have, right? So I gave them this package right here without the credit card. If I want to go in and add the credit card, I can do that here as well. So there's different ways to create the sub accounts. You can do it from the sub account page, or you can do it here from the contact information on the right. Both work. Let me show you that way too, just so you can see it. Let's say I'm talking to a customer right here and I want to create that sub account. Similar process. I'm going to click on add a purchase and I'm going to select the purchase, click on complete purchase. Oh, this person doesn't have an email address. So the person would need to have an email address. So let's go ahead and put that on here. So this will be joe2@me.com. Okay. Now I'm going to add this purchase. I'm going to say we'll give them this plan. Here we go. Now you can see it says tenant active and they have a sub account. I can now click log into this tenant. That's how easy it is to set it up. So I appreciate you joining me on this video. I hope you guys hit the ground running with your new white label. Get out there and start marketing and growing your AI business. If you need any help or have any questions, please reach out to us. We're happy to help. And thank you so much for being a customer. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.